Okay, so it is June 3rd. It's Tuesday. This will be part 2 to the I Am Back update. Shockingly, I am doing this exactly the next day. Instead of normally where it would be a couple of days or maybe a week or so before I did another one, but I just decided to go ahead and do it now, get it out the way. From what I can recall, the last update consisted of me telling you about the move from the old apartment, Sebastian dying, me and Rodney breaking up. Okay. So, and me moving. Let's talk about the move. I moved to Woodbridge. I moved in with a family that you know, they were nice or whatever, but as time wore on, it seemed like they really just wanted me to leave. For example, they always complained that I stayed in my... Okay, back up a little bit. They had a dog. They adopted a dog that was abused, so of course he didn't trust people. He's very mean, and he bit me twice. I don't know if he meant to, but he bit me. Wasn't happy about it. So this dog, they like to leave him out or whatever. And then I used to stay in my room a lot. Well, because I didn't really know them, and it seemed just best to stay in my room. But they used to complain that I used to stay in my room all the time. Well, they would leave their dog out that didn't like strangers and would bark and go bananas whenever I was around. So my thing was, if you really wanted me out and about and to interact with the family, you would think that the dog would not be out all the time. I get it, dog was there first, whatever. Well, this became such a problem, like where I would spend days in my room. I wouldn't come out until late at night when they would have the dog locked in a room with one of them. And so I could eat, use the bathroom, do laundry, all that greatness. And it just wasn't a good situation. Then it became an issue where the person that I actually made the deal with, she wasn't telling me things. She would get her mother to tell me all bad news and things. They raised my rent, which wasn't an issue until they raised it to be astronomical for the size room that I had and for the amount of freedoms that I had, which weren't many. I couldn't invite people over. I couldn't do anything. So, something in my teeth. It's cookie. So I was just like, okay. So when they told me that they needed the room back by July 1st, I wasn't like, oh, woe is me, okay, no, don't make me leave. I was just like, okay. Then they tried to raise my rent. Then they tried to be like, well, you know, if you wanted to stay there, we could work something out, but you would just have to pay more money. And I'm like, okay, what's the more money? And it was an extra $200. I was like, no, I'm good. I mean, I can afford it, but that's not the point. For $600 a month to use a room that is almost the size of most people's bathrooms, not be able to have people over or do anything, it's just like, nah. So I moved. While I lived there, I had a lot of freedom when I could get out of the house because of the dog. I had a lot of freedoms. I could go and come as I pleased. I traveled a lot. I hung out with people a lot outside of the home. I had better accesses. So I had a lot of fun and I did a lot of things. I definitely traveled a whole lot. Like, if I had 2 or more consecutive days off from my job, I'd be gone. I was never there. Because I didn't like being there. It was lonely. I mean, I had fun out, but then I'd be in my room, and it was just lonely. So I didn't like being there. Yeah, so now I don't live there anymore. Let's see what else happened. A lot of things happened that I just can't talk about because they're kind of still hurtful and the wounds are still fresh. Well, it's funny because you guys are like now all totally caught up. I mean, pretty much from November to now was me just having moved out. And that's it. Oh, biggest thing, I quit my job with IKEA. And that in itself was, nobody thought I was going to do it, but I mean, I cannot work somewhere that is that big of a company that doesn't appreciate its employees. And you might think I'm just being, young or whatever, but they really just do not appreciate their employees. Not just me, but it was a lot of people. And there was a lot of things going on that I could not get down with. And I had other options, and I decided to take those options and leave. Bottom line, point blank period. So, yeah, me and IKEA are done. I quit last Friday was my last day. Today's Tuesday, so I've been officially IKEA free for 4 days. 4 days now. 4 days. So I should update and say that a lot of the new things that I'm going to be talking about, a lot of things that I'm going to be touching bases on with you are going to be focused around some of my experiences and some of the things that have happened and how I feel about a lot of things. I noticed before that a lot of my blogs were informative, tried to be fun, tried to, stay focused, and I feel that, yeah, I want to be funny, I want to be fun, I want to keep you guys interested, but I have a lot of things to say about what's going on in my life and things that I have to get off of my chest. So these are my avenues. These are the ways I'm going to do that. And I hope you guys support me. I mean, I hope I gain more followers. I hope a lot of things happen. I guess I can go ahead and touch base on this right now because I'm trying to keep this under 12 minutes, so I have 4. What really was getting to me the last 8 months for about 4 months. What was really getting to me was me and Rodney having broken up. There were some very dark days where I was really I can't even describe it. It was just so painful. I felt just horrible with life. Because I had very strong feelings for him, very, very strong feelings for this man. I mean, they're still there, but now it's not so much it's not so much like right here. It's more like I deal with it much better now. I've come to realize that if somebody doesn't want to be with me, I cannot force them, no matter how much I love them, no matter how much I want to be with them. If they're not going to want to be with me, I cannot dwell on the issue because it kind of was eating me alive. There were a lot of days that I don't remember. I don't know if I got up that morning, if I went to work, if I got dressed. I don't know. I just know that 1 minute I'd be laying in my bed. It was kind of like blinking, like blink. Okay, I'm awake. Blink. Oh, I made it to work. Blink. Why is this customer yelling at me? Blink. Oh, how home? Blink. Bed. Blink. Oh my geez, it's really dark. What time is it? Blink, awake, light out. There were a lot of those days. I kind of contribute some of my feelings to the fact that I have some mood disorders and a few mental things going on, but a lot of it was the fact that I really, really loved and cared about this person, and they just wanted to throw away my feelings. I can't speak on exactly what was going on. Please ignore my nails. Normally they're really done, but I cleaned off a bottle of nail polish because it had opened and the polish had leaked out, and this is what happened. And it's even worse on my other hand. I've got to repaint them. I'm going to do that today. Anyway, or later on tonight. Anyway, so... Oh, I also must touch base. The fact that some of the things that I'm going to be talking about are very old. I have a lot of catching up to do with you guys. A lot of catching up. So, yeah. We're just going to pretend like some of these are going on right now, and you're going to see that there's going to be like a whirlwind of emotions going on, but eventually you guys are going to be all caught up. Anyway, this is approaching 12 minutes, so I will talk to you later. There's probably going to be a part 3. Have a nice day.